Conference report made an interesting statement about humans being disposed to dualism. Born dualists, I think he said. And I think I could argue with that, but I won't. I think that's more or less true. I recall having a dualism that I had to overcome. So this video is how to overcome your dualism. The main easiest method, which might not make a lot of progress every time you try it, but it will slowly but surely make progress, is to realize that you have subjective, not objective feelings. Right? Right? Dualism. You think that object is out there and you feel it. But what's the real problem? The real problem is not that you have that feeling, because there really is something out there that can interact with you. So that's good. That's why you have that feeling in the first place, why you've evolved the ability to have it, right? But you need to realize that feeling is not the feeling of an external objective object, right? You know that. You say, oh, but I feel it that way. No, that exact feeling, the exact feeling as you feel it, don't change the feeling at all. That certainty associated with it and everything else, that's a subjective feeling. It already is. And once you see this, you'll see that everything you believe is a subjective feeling, including the things you believe are reliable and that you can act on. And suddenly there's no dualism. There's only the subject. Now, the reason I think animals have a certain perspective like this is, see, they make a distinction between uh, an implicit distinction between themselves and other things, but they don't even think about themselves. That other thing is nothing but an object appearing to them. Its entire existence is within reference to them. So they're not having a dualism. They're having a monism that is a subjective monism, but they believe that the subjective world is the objective world. So they don't make the distinction. They have a monism, which is subjective and which they don't put words on. But if they could put words on, who knows? It might be that they saw it as subjective or as objective. But it's still monistic, because there's not really two ways. Well, that's just my feeling about how animals might think about these things. And uh, if we get back to how humans think about them, it's just a matter of, look, you found out that there is no dualism. You've discovered there can't be dualism. You know, it's like you found out that the self can't be atomic. Therefore, when you think you're having a feeling of the self being atomic, no, that's a feeling. But it's not of the self being atomic, it's of the self being however the self is. And you've interpreted it as an atomic feeling, but once you know it's not atomic, you realize, oh, it's something else. And first, you could just start by calling it something else. It's not the feeling of being atomic. It's my brain trying to imagine cohesion among all the parts of the body that it feels interested in. So, anyway, how to overcome dualism in your own mind.